Minutia Minutes, your daily dose of useless information. What is the Mandela Effect? The Mandela Effect refers to a phenomenon in which a large number of people share false memories of past events, referred to as confabulation in psychiatry. Some have speculated the memories are caused by parallel universes spilling into our own, while others explain the phenomenon as a failure of collective memory. Imagine waking up and finding out that apples are blue, and have always been blue. Would this freak you out? This is exactly the effect that many are having. It's not just a, oh wow, I always thought this, I guess I was wrong thing. This is causing quite a bit of chaos in our little minds. Logos, music, movies, books, Bibles, geography, hell, even the freaking position of our solar system in the universe. It's changed for many. Or it hasn't changed, but people have. Either way, something happened. We don't have all the answers, and there is lots of crazy theories out there. But no one is right here. Let me share a few of the well-known examples. The TV series Sex in the City is now Sex and the City. The famous book and movie Interview with a Vampire is now Interview with the Vampire. The famous books and cartoons called the Berenstain Bears is now Berenstain Bears. The famous quote from Star Wars, Luke, I am your father, is now No, I am your father. The famous movie Forrest Gump, Life is like a box of chocolates, is now Life was like a box of chocolates. In the movie Jaws, We're gonna need a bigger boat, is now You're gonna need a bigger boat. In the movie Moonraker, Dolly smiles at Jaws and shows that she too has metal teeth, hence why they fall in love. However, when you watch the movie now, Dolly smiles at Jaws, but she has no metal teeth. In the famous Snow White quote, Mirror, mirror on the wall, is now Magic mirror on the wall. In JFK's assassination, there were 4 people in JFK's limo. However, now, there were 6 people in JFK's limo. Do these logos look right to you? Well, here's what they look like now. How about these famous names? Well, now this is the correct spellings. In the Bible, Isaiah 11:6, it says, the lion will lie down with the lamb. Or does it? Actually, now it says, the wolf will live with the lamb. When we call these Mandela effects, we come up with many theories on how this is happening. I'm going to point out 5 of the famous ones. Number 1, false memories. Our memories are terrible. We see, hear, taste, smell, and feel trillions upon trillions of sensory data daily. Our brains cannot comprehend everything they take in perfectly. Some of the info gets messed up, and this causes false memories and fabrications. By the false memory theory, one shouldn't know certain things they may have studied in school. And yes, there are certain things they may have forgotten. But those are obvious in their minds, and after a bit of thinking they get an oh yeah moment. Not with the Mandela Effect though. You can't deny what you may have known all your life. Repetition has always been a good way to remember things. My father worked for Ford Corporation. He wore a Ford emblem on his overalls. He also had writing tablets with the Ford logo on them. I grew up with Ford everywhere, all my life. Yet, when I look at the Ford logo, it is wrong. The logo you see today is not the same logo I know. There are literally thousands of these anomalies. It's impossible for me to have false memories like this. Number 2, manipulation of memory recall. Some say that we are being manipulated and polarized by Google, Facebook, the great powers of the world and their companies for a global agenda, and many other giant social networks. There is no Mandela Effect or false memories. It's simply a bunch of nonsense. Names being changed, changes in movies and audio, logos being manipulated, etc. All were changed by graphic, audio, video, text to control society and create doubt, ultimately to make people easy to control. How do we know what we are told by Google, television, or the news is actually real? Whomever controls the media controls the people. This all seems legitimate. However, this theory falls flat on its face when you look at the things in your own living room that have changed. Items of sentimental value don't look the same. Collectibles from childhood have different spellings. This effect goes much deeper than trivial manipulation of internet data. Number 3, time travelers. We cannot leave out the theory that time travelers went back in history and made some changes. Whether it was a major change in some historical event, or merely stepping on an insect which made many small changes in our world. This could affect even the thoughts of those in the past and the decisions they made. For instance, some changes in the past may have made the Ford logo maker think differently about how the logo should look. Maybe he was indecisive about it, thus having 2 different ideas in his head. The changes that were made resulted in him deciding on the current logo design we see now instead of the one that we all remember. This could be true with many of the anomalies we see now. There's only one problem. There is no scientific evidence of any time travelers or if it's even possible for a human to travel back in time. Number 4, religious prophecy. Many say this is caused by a prophecy fulfilled. Supposedly God sent a powerful delusion to mankind. This can be found in 2 Thessalonians 2:11 of the Bible. The word sent there doesn't necessarily mean he sent it, but rather allowed it. Since the Bible says that Satan will be unleashed in the end times, God will allow him some time to make his last attempts at corrupting the world in which God created. Satan's been somewhat held back. His power has been limited until now. The book of Job is a great example of how Satan needs God's permission to cause harm to the world. It is said that the Mandela Effect is this powerful delusion. Some will believe the lie, and even some of the believers could be deceived. This is all done by Satan to change the Bible supernaturally. In turn, these obvious changes could have affected many of the things we see now, such as logos, music, movies, books, Bibles, geography, etc. If one small change is done in the past, it affects many things in our present. Number 5, shifting realities. While there are many theories, one seems to be more popular than the rest. We've simply slipped into another universe. Mandela effects are a consequence of quantum mechanics, and in quantum mechanics, facts about the universe, or quantum states, do not settle into one answer or another until someone makes a measurement, aka an observation. In ordinary human experience, hearing or reading a fact, if you believe that fact, is an observation. And so, each of us has an individual universe, each with our own unique combination of facts about our universe. We can only interact with others to the extent that our facts match. If we discover that our facts conflict, then one or the other of us must be proven wrong so that we can remain in the same universe. If I am the one that's wrong and pass it off with, "Oh, I guess I was mistaken," then nothing happens. But if I don't fully accept the change, then I experience a reality shift. Thus we have a Mandela effect. The proper name for such an effect should be quantum effect, as it reduces the causes of the effect to a quantum level. So there you have it. The Mandela effect can be many things to many people, but one cannot deny that something is happening in our world. I hope this answers a lot of questions you may have concerning the Mandela Effect. I may have only scratched the surface of this amazing phenomenon. If you have any other theories you'd like to share, comment it below. I'm always open to new information. Until then, remember, the apple is red, not blue. I hope this enlightened you. Please subscribe for more Minutia Minutes. You just may learn a thing or two.